Sudden acceleration horror. Man thrown 100 meters, found bleeding on the street in Nagareyama, Chiba. Chiba, Japan, a routine day turned into a scene of chaos and horror in the quiet residential streets of Nagareyama City when a man in his 40s was violently thrown from a car that suddenly accelerated. Witnesses described the aftermath as, like a crime scene, as the man lay bleeding from his face nearly 100 meters away from the vehicle. Filled square, a quiet morning shattered by screams. On the morning of July 23, just after 8:15 a.m., residents of a peaceful neighborhood in Nagareyama were startled by a loud screech, followed by a thud, and then silence, only broken by the alarmed cries of neighbors rushing out of their homes. A middle-aged man, reportedly in his 40s and a resident of the city, was found lying motionless near a utility pole, blood streaming from a deep gash on his forehead. Emergency services were immediately called, and police cordoned off the area as paramedics treated the victim on the spot before transporting him to a nearby hospital. Filled square, he was just there, blood everywhere. A 52-year-old local housewife who witnessed the aftermath said, "I heard this strange engine sound, like someone pressed the accelerator too hard, and then a loud noise. I ran out and saw the man lying on the ground. His face was covered in blood, it was terrifying." Several other witnesses corroborated the claim that the car appeared to accelerate suddenly and unnaturally, throwing the man from it as if flung from a slingshot. According to an eyewitness who works at a nearby convenience store, the man seemed to have been ejected through the open door or possibly while trying to exit. Filled square, what happened inside the vehicle? Investigators from the Chiba Prefectural Police are currently looking into the circumstances that led to the incident. The vehicle in question, a small white compact car, was found stopped 100 meters away, with no apparent signs of damage. Early reports indicate that the victim may have been attempting to get out of the car when it suddenly lurched forward. There are suspicions that the driver, who has been identified as a man in his 30s, may have either panicked, lost control of the car, or intentionally accelerated while the passenger was exiting. It's unusual, but not unheard of, for drivers to panic and hit the gas instead of the brake, said traffic safety expert Hiroaki Sudo. But what's concerning is the distance and severity of the injuries. It raises questions about the force involved. Filled square, driver detained for questioning. Police have confirmed that the driver remained at the scene and has been taken in for questioning. As of this writing, he has not been arrested, and investigators are treating the incident as a possible case of reckless driving causing bodily injury. He appeared shaken and said it was an accident, one officer at the scene noted. But we need to determine whether there was any negligence, mechanical failure, or even intent. Toxicology tests and brake system inspections are expected to be conducted as part of the standard investigative process. Authorities are also checking local security cameras and dashcam footage for a clearer picture of the sequence of events. Filled square, the victim's condition, serious but stable. The man who was thrown from the car sustained serious injuries to his head, chest, and legs. Doctors at the hospital reported that he was unconscious when admitted but has since regained consciousness. He's in a serious but stable condition, a hospital spokesperson said. There's facial trauma and suspected rib fractures. He's lucky to be alive considering the manner in which he was thrown. Family members of the victim have been notified. A cousin who spoke to the press through tears said, "He's not the kind of person to get into trouble. We're all shocked. It's like something out of a movie." Filled square, safety concerns in residential areas. This incident has reignited concerns over vehicle safety and traffic enforcement in residential neighborhoods, especially those with narrow roads and limited visibility. Many residents in Nagareyama voiced frustration, claiming that recent road work and an increase in delivery traffic have made the streets more dangerous. "We've been asking the city to install more speed bumps or surveillance cameras, but nothing has been done," one local community leader stated. Another resident pointed to a string of minor accidents in the area, including bicycle collisions and parked cars being hit. "This was just waiting to happen," she said grimly. Filled square, police appeal for witnesses. Chiba Prefectural Police have released a statement requesting any witnesses, especially those with smartphone or dashcam footage, to come forward. They hope that further evidence will help clarify the driver's intent and whether the vehicle had any defects. "We take this very seriously," said Nagareyama Police Department spokesperson Tomoya Goto. "Any incident where a person is seriously hurt due to a vehicle must be thoroughly investigated. Even if the driver did not intend to cause harm, there may still be legal consequences." filled square psychological trauma beyond the physical. Experts also noted the psychological toll such an incident can have, not just on the victim, but on the community. Witnessing a person thrown from a vehicle and left bleeding in the street is incredibly traumatic, said Dr. Keiko Hamada, a clinical psychologist based in Chiba. Children who saw this will remember it for a long time. The driver too may suffer from PTSD depending on how the investigation unfolds. Local schools have been informed, and counselors are being made available to students who may have witnessed or heard about the incident. Filled square. What happens next? As police continue to investigate, many in Nagareyama are left asking difficult questions. Was this a tragic accident, or something more sinister? Could it have been prevented? And how safe are the streets in Japan's quiet residential towns? For now, the focus remains on the recovery of the victim and the conclusion of the police investigation. But for those who saw the man lying still, bloodied on the pavement, that image may never fade. If you witnessed this incident, please contact the Nagareyama police station at 04-7154-0110 or submit dashcam footage via the Chiba Prefectural Police website. Anonymity will be respected.